All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be looking at a semi-blind buy that I picked up at Nordstrom Rack. I went to a couple stores a couple days ago, and my second or third store was Nordstrom Rack, and I went and I found English Laundry Oxford Blue. And like I said, this is a semi-blind buy. This is a look at the packaging. It looks really good. The coloring is really good. I love this color. And I love this plaid design. But this is a semi-blind buy because I have watched a couple YouTube videos on it. There's one in particular that I watched that said this was a Versace Eros clone, or at least inspired by. And the funny thing is, I don't even like Versace Eros that much. I wasn't quite sure that I remembered what it smelled like. I'm sure I've smelled it, somewhere before and in a store, but that's not really a good indicator for me. My brother wears it, and we recently went on a trip, but I was on a 4-day trip with my brother. We were in South Carolina doing some family stuff, and we stayed in the same hotel room, and he sprayed it every time we went out. So I got a good feel of what it smelled like initially and the dry down. I didn't spray any on myself because I think I was in Sephora previously, and I smelled it and I was like, that's not really my thing. But here I am buying an inspired by or a clone, and I paid $30 for this. So I would highly recommend, if you have a Nordstrom Rack in your town or a town you're visiting in, to check it out. Not only do they have great deals on clothes and shoes, but you can pick up fragrances that are in good condition. You're not going to find standalone bottles of English Laundry, like you would somewhere else for $15, $20, but you will find these gift sets for the most part. And all the cologne they have, is in good condition, intact, shrink wrapped for the most part. And a lot of their colognes have little scratch and sniff things. English Laundry doesn't do that. But like I said, I knew a little bit about this, and I trust English Laundry enough that I would blind buy it straight out the gate. And at $30, you're not losing that much. And so it comes with this 100 milliliter bottle and this smaller bottle, and then this body wash. And like I said, I don't even like Versace Eros that much. I don't hate it. I don't think it smells bad. It's just not my preferred scent. I'm not a huge Tonka bean guy, but I like certain types of scents. Like, I like sweet, citrusy scents that blend those two together, and maybe have some wood or smoke in the dry down. That's kind of my thing. Like, I really, really like Cambridge Night. And in fact, I was out today, and I picked up another bottle of this. It was $12.99. It did not have the cap on it, which was kind of a bummer, but I'm like, this stuff smells so good. I'm not even worried about that. And I'll just kind of go over the notes here. I'll start with the English Laundry website. So it says this was released in 2014, is a proven attention grabber and compliment magnet. A minty, fruity opening starts you off fresh feeling and cool. Vanilla, burnished with Irish, Tonka, and sandalwood slowly envelops you until a rich buttercream sillage persists. That Tonka bean stands out so much that, I smell other things. So the atomizer is middling. Just before I get into anything, this is a bit smoother and more mature than Eros that it's inspired by. And it does smell creamier. I don't have the best nose, but I can definitely, I don't smell that much of the apple. I smell the mint and the lemon. And I'll go ahead and give you the notes. The top notes are mint, green apple, and lemon. I do smell the green apple and the mint and the lemon, but not as much. The geranium, I definitely smell. Tonka bean is something that stands out to me so much. And that's the reason why I don't like a lot of these fragrances. But this does smell good for an Eros DNA type fragrance, I'll say. And you do smell the geranium and the iris. Maybe more geranium and iris to me. Maybe that's why it smells a little bit better than the Eros, because Eros, I don't know, to me, it's a little bit louder, and the Tonka bean is a little bit stronger. And then the dry down, this has vanilla, sandalwood, oak moss, and vetiver. And I think that vanilla kind of mellows this out to where it does smell a bit more mature and a bit more put together, you know. And that's basically it on this. Interesting thing about me buying this scent is that even though it's not something I would typically wear or reach for, it's good to have diversity. You know, your favorite color may be blue, but you may have some red, green, and yellow in your wardrobe just to kind of mix things up so it's not so boring. And also, if I'm going to wear something that's not exactly what I would gravitate towards, I might as well wear something that's going to get me a lot of compliments. And this fragrance does that. You know, it gets compliments like arrows. And in the dry down, you could not tell me the difference between this and Versace Arrows. Maturity and that vanilla, yeah, they just pay dividends. And me being able to tolerate the scent better while getting those compliments on something that I don't favor too much. It doesn't smell bad on me. I have worn this in the summer, in the heat. I mean, it's gonna, you know, disappear a little bit faster if it's, you know, over 100. I have noticed that. I don't know about performance against Versace Arrows because, like I said, I would not buy Arrows. I do have Arrows Flame. Again, and I feel bad. My brother got that for me. It is a great scent. I get compliments on the scent. But I wear it just to mix things up, and I like that it's a little warmer, a little spicier, and it gets the compliments. So those kind of make it okay. You know, it comes with a shower gel, which I've used once. I don't really put much stock in these things. Like, I kind of get nose blind when I wear these. I think, you know, when you use shower gel, maybe when you get to work the first hour or so, you can smell it. And then it becomes like a skin scent if you were to just wear this. And then in the heat, it would dissipate a little faster. I think it would stay a skin scent for like, I don't know, 4 hours or so. This probably lasts 6 to 7 hours. I'm the type of person that goes nose blind to things after about 2.5 hours. So it's really kind of hard for me, you know, to say how long a fragrance goes sometimes, just because I'll get compliments at the beginning of the day. And if I'm working around the same 4 or 5 people, they may say it again if it's really, really desirable for them. Like when I had a sample of Creed Aventus, at the end of the day, ooh, come in my office, blah, 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 blah. You know, I would highly recommend picking this up. Like I said, $30 is nothing for this. If this was $30, I probably would not have bought it. I mean, I have this little guy, which is really good because sometimes I'll work 8, 9 hours. Even if you work 8 hours a day with an hour lunch, you're at work for 9 hours. So if you have to go somewhere after work, you have a meeting, you do stuff at church, it's good to have these little travel bottles. You know, you can tell the cap is, you know, a little lighter. The atomizer's not quite as great, but this is excellent to have because I could put this in my pocket and take it in, you know, to work with me. Or sometimes I'll put scents in my lunch bag just so that they're not sitting out in my car because it's super hot where I live right now. You can just put it in the corner. You can just put it in a drawer. You know, you can put it behind your monitor. You can have it sitting out. It could be a talking point. What is that? Let me smell it. So these are neat little things to have. So is a body wash. Even if it didn't have the body wash, like I said, I would still pay the $30. You can smell the wood in the dry down. I think that helps with the Tonka bean. I don't know what it is about Tonka bean, but I smell it at the top. I smell it at the bottom. It never goes away from me. It's a very, very pronounced smell. It's okay when it's accented with different things like oak moss and sandalwood, especially vanilla in this one. I think it really gives it a more creamy, velvety kind of feel versus Versace Arrows. And again, it could be me, but I was with my brother and he was just lighting it up. And then I'm in the room with him smelling that. Then we're hopping in the vehicle and I'm smelling that. So it is a little bit much on a scent I don't prefer. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't turn on your skin. I've had it on in high heat, had it on in AC. It doesn't turn into like a rancid, nasty smell. It goes well with my body chemistry. I would say probably don't spray it super heavy because you can overwhelm people, especially if you're going to be in close quarters. But overall, a very good scent. And be looking for it in discount retailers. All right, and there's one note I forgot to mention in this Oxford Blue, and that is the mint. You can definitely smell the mint in this. For me, mint is more something you can feel than smell. Like it's just a nose-opening aroma that just hits you. And you can definitely smell it in this scent. It does have a minty thread throughout it, and I like that. That gives it a maturity with the Tonka bean. I actually think that does go well with Tonka bean, and I think that is a very masculine, manly kind of smell. And I think the sophistication comes with some of the other elements, but I forgot to mention that, and I should, because that definitely makes this pop. In this formulation, it smells great. And I really think it gives a balance to the Tonka bean for whatever reason to me. And with the vanilla, mint and vanilla. Vanilla kind of softens it, but that mint and Tonka bean give you that masculine, manly kind of presence in this fragrance to where you're not going to confuse this for a unisex fragrance. If I were into this kind of scent, let's just say this was Cambridge Night, I'd probably pay $60, $65 for this. That's just me. I think English Laundry is an excellent value. I think they're worth paying semi-retail. I don't really pay retail for anything anymore. $60, especially for Cambridge Night. If I could not find that, I would pay $85, $90 for that, or English Laundry London. I love those scents. Some of my favorite scents. I'm rebuilding a collection, and I hope this video was semi-informative to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.